All right, guys, so I'm back after a very long break. Hasn't been a video for a long time. Kind of got discouraged doing videos, honestly, but I thought it would be a good idea just to do kind of like a mod review, second revision. This is basically what the car looks like now. From my last video, I had different rims, and I've done quite a bit of things to the car since that time, so thought it would be appropriate to make a new video talking a little bit about the mods I have on it. So just a little bit of view of the car. I think it's looking a little bit way more aggressive now than it did before. So let's start with the front. What I've done so far since the last time. So I've added these carbon grills, slanted grills, and pretty neat. I bought these on eBay. I think they're pretty cool. And as you can see the front mount intakes now there. Still rocking the MHC style lip. This is my third lip. Cracked it. It's very low. So, you know, if you're gonna rock this lip, just be ready and be a little bit careful. Did PPF the second one. This one I did not PPF. Even though with the PPF I wasn't able to save it. Gonna try to see if maybe I can repair the other two lips. I think they're repairable. I just got to see how much it's gonna cost. One of the newest mods I did, this is the last mod I did, was these double-sided slanted air ducts, carbon. I bought those on AliExpress. Great quality. These usually go for like, I don't know, 600, 700 bucks. I got this like for $350 on AliExpress, and then the quality, I can't complain. It's great. I think it really adds a more aggressive look to the car. So the rims. So I'm rocking the new rims from Belgium. They kind of have a long name. I'll put the description in there. What they are. I'm rocking 20s all around. And they're 20-inch, and I'm rocking the Nitos on those too. As on the side, I've added some side skirts. They're MHC style. I got these on Beamer plug. They usually go for like $1,000 something, but I got a really good deal on Beamer plug, and I don't recall how much I paid for it because it's been a while. But you know, it has that flat style just to match the flatness of the front lip. I don't like any of those at least on these cars. I don't like any of those fins you see on most kits. I had those on my Supra, but really wanted to go with more of a flat look. I think it's more appropriate on this car. So that's the side. Let's look at the rear. So I've done some modifications to the rear. I added these, you guys already saw these, but I added these souvenir 8 side aprons, rear side aprons. I think they look great. It looks really good with this R44 style lip. With the carbon tips. I'm thinking of switching the tips to a stainless steel look. I think it'll make the rear pop a little bit more, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I switch up the lip? The tips. So let's take a look at that. Let's talk about what I've done as far as modification. So I've done quite a bit of things, especially to the exhaust, and I'll try to see if I can get you some sound clips. So I'm rocking the axle back, matte axle back. It's the prototype with the tips. But what I've done is I switched up the mid pipe. I went with the IRL non-resonated single mid pipe. I think it adds a deeper tone. And of course I have the catless downpipes on there with the MAD valve controller. The valve controller I switched up from the IRL, and I'm using this valve controller. It really is a neat controller because it retains the modules versus the IRL where you had to switch out the modules for the valve controller, and this gives you 3 options. So with keeping the stock OEM modules, you can continue using the M button inside the cabin to cut down those burbles. So like if you want to rock with no burbles and you just want to have your valves open, you can do it. So a lot of different setting options with this, and then it also gives you 3 options. Okay, guys, so let's do a start up from the in-cabin. The car's kind of warm already because I've had it on, but this is a warm startup. need gas, but let me make sure. And I started it without the M1 mode, where it retains the valves completely open. But it's kind of probably be hard to hear the difference, really, because when the car is a warm start, it's already like idling normally. You can really hear the difference when you're closing and opening the valves when it's kind of a cold start. So let me see here. I have to be off M mode. So when I put it on M mode, it opens up the valves automatically without me having to put the controller, because it's already set up that way on my settings. And then if I put it like that, it just closes it. Okay. So a really cool feature there, which I couldn't do that with IRL because of the settings. Let me see if I could show you guys how it sounds when I from the outside. All right, guys, let's talk about modifications as far as the engine. So I think I already had the caps from Golden Wrench and Virus already, and I think I already have my front mount intakes from Beamer Network. So what I've done basically, two things. I did an XHP transmission flash, which was a big difference as far as the transmission and how fast the gears are changing now. I'm on stage 3, and then I went from a JB4 and I then went ahead and I did a boot mod, unlocked the ECU, and I sent it to Finland, and I did a boot mod tune. I'm running a stage 2. I'm running the off-the-shelf maps. So typically for my daily, I do a 93, and then when I want to go a little quick, I'll go ahead and I'll swap to the E50 map. And I did dyno it, and I'm going to put the video here of the dyno, the results. Pretty good results, I think. 650 to the wheels on the car on the E50 tune. And I'm pretty sure when I did the JB4, I think I was like a 550, close to that. I don't recall, but that's 100 horsepower difference, and that was a JB4 E30. So definitely, if you're able to and you're not too worried about your warranty, I mean, we all should be, but definitely a tune is going to be a big difference. The other thing I forgot to mention, and I wish I would have done this much earlier, is I did do the iSweep brake pads, and let me tell you, no more squealing, and most importantly, brake dust is down to a minimum. It's 90% less brake dust. And definitely with these type of wheels, if I would have been on the OEM brake pads, it would be crazy to clean these wheels. As you can see, these wheels are not easy to clean. I drove quite a bit. I washed the car yesterday, but I drove quite a bit yesterday to a car show. So you could see there is a little bit of brake dust, but most of the time, it's a big difference. I would definitely would have done that mod from the beginning. But yeah, guys, what do you guys think of the M2? I'm really liking the new G90 M5, and I don't know, maybe next year I see how things go. I might switch it up, but still got a couple plans left for the M2. I don't know, it might be changing up the diffusers, maybe adding the 4th brake light to a diffuser, looking for that. I think Souvenir makes one. Seeing different options. I don't know if I might rapid the car. I also want to work a little bit on the interior, the engine bay, do some carbon bits. Definitely want a strut bar next. I think I'm gonna get the Downstar red bolts, carbon here, maybe a nice carbon design here. I don't know if I'll switch up the hood, honestly. Unless I wrap the car, I don't think you're gonna see much of a difference with the black. And it's a big expense. Oh yeah, the other thing I want to do is I want to do the carbon insert here. They have a real aggressive option, and I think it's going to look great with the carbon here, the carbon there, and the carbon there. Hopefully my lip will hold up in time. And then the other thing that I did do is I cracked my headlight. I'm waiting on this. Actually, it's been holding up. I put some Scotch tape on it. I know it looks horrible, but this light itself is $1,500. It's the lightning package. So I'm trying to see if I can find a pre-owned one at a good rate. You know, if not, then I'll have to spend $1,500. So I'm waiting on that. So yeah, guys, what do you guys think of the M2? Oh, the last thing I want to do is maybe a nice wheel, LCI wheel between that, or, you know, maybe something with a design with an M color design up here, carbon, and maybe Alcantara here with a flat bottom. I think it will look great. I don't know. I mean, I think the interior looks great on these cars. Maybe add some more ambient lighting. There's some packages out there that adds a little bit. I feel that this lacks a little bit on the ambient lighting compared to the M3 and the M4. So yeah, maybe add some carbon mirror caps here. And I think I'll be done with the carbon, honestly. I don't want to go too crazy. I mean, I have a lot of carbon already, but don't want to go too crazy on the carbon. But I think the car looks very OEM plus, very clean. I always get nice compliments on the car. You know, nothing too crazy. And honestly, the car is pretty quick. I'm probably going to do a custom tune just to get it up to 700 horsepower. You know, I'm looking for some tuners. Maybe go with my tuner for my Supra, Jeff Payne, Tuned by Payne. Great guy. I know he's tuned a couple of these. So we'll see how it goes. So guys, thank you again. I don't know if I'll be making too many videos. Again, this was just more of a hobby, and I felt like it was appropriate to go ahead and just do like a updated mod review, because I've done quite a few mods since the last time I did one. So thanks again, and then let's subscribe and see if I can grow this channel even more and make more videos. Thanks, guys. Take care.